Apple Gift Card is a practical gift that unlocks a world of entertainment and fun. You can send it via email or give a physical card to your loved ones. Your friends and family can spend it on their favorite Apple services, including Apple subscriptions. Apple Gift Card can be used to buy all things Apple. Products, accessories, apps, games, movies, TV shows, iCloud Plus, and more. Visit apple.com for details and to send Apple Gift Cards to your friends and family this holiday season.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. And yeah, I'm doing an advice episode. I'm not gonna do a relationship advice one because I've been saying like past 2-3 relationship advice episodes I planned on doing another advice one. So yeah, here I am. But another thing, if you are subscribed to my gaming channel, TMossBoss Gaming, I seen that they had recently added NBA 2K20 to the Xbox Game Pass thing, and that's pretty much like Netflix but video games instead of movies. So yeah, they add like a certain amount of games to their whole like selection that if you pay like their little monthly subscription, you get to play games for free, and yeah. But I'm pretty sure everybody knows if you are subscribed to my gaming channel, you might already know my past history with NBA 2K. I don't even know, because probably by the time this video or this episode gets onto YouTube, them 2K20 videos is going to probably be like long done and over with. I need to really get on that. I need to really get on like posting videos and stuff. Because today is April 13th. I don't even know when you guys will get this on YouTube. Like, if you're listening to it like outside of YouTube, like on an actual legitimate like podcast, like streaming service like Spotify or Apple Podcasts or like Google or something like that, then Google, they don't even be adding all my episodes. Like, that's the trippy part about it. Like, I went there and I think it was them, and there's like episodes. I would highly recommend like whatever place you could go to where it has all my episodes. Like, if you gotta download Anchor, what else? Just download something to where you can listen to my podcast. You don't have to worry about like why you like on season. You always bragging about how you got 20-something seasons, but you only got 16 seasons on Google. Yeah, there's something ain't right with that. Something's not right with that at all, because I post episodes every single day, and I think they hadn't posted an episode in months. Like, there's like a lot of episodes that's not on there. I think it's them. But anyways, let's go ahead, kick this advice episode off. Let me turn my volume down on my laptop, because I do plan on recording some gaming videos right after this. But anyway, because yeah, it's like when I do that, it'll have like an echo noise and it just sounds all weird. But anyways, first one. Oh, this one, I can relate to this. It's titled Spotify Account. Someone broke into my Spotify account, and whenever I try to play a song, they play F.U. by CeeLo Green. Edit, I found out what happened and put it in the comments. Change the password and contact Spotify or get a new account. But dang, whoever does that has a sense of humor. No, with me, so my problem was I hated it so much, and I'm like, they need to have like a two-step verify thing on Spotify, because it's an ongoing problem. It even got to the point where they were like having it where, if you sign this petition to have a two-step thing, then they'll work on putting it on the app. I'm like, no, there don't need to be no petition or whatever you want to call it and stuff to sign. No, you guys need to add that on there, because obviously if this is an ongoing problem, this needs to be stopped. No, so here's my problem was, I'll be on the bus, right? I'll be on the bus heading to work. So when I'm on the bus heading to work, I'm listening to music. Sometimes I'll fall asleep. So when I'm falling asleep, I expect to be listening to one of my favorite artists, XXXTentacion. I go to sleep listening to him, but then at some point in time, I'll wake up out of my sleep because I'll notice that my music has stopped. And so I'm all like, what's going on? And I'm looking, then I'll play the song again. Music stops. Then all of a sudden, it's like a bunch of Spanish music, or I think the first time it happened to me, it was like Indian type. I don't know. I don't want to call it like Indian music because there's so many different like cultures within music and things. But I don't know like what to actually call it. Like, sorry for sounding like a clueless person and things. But overall, it wasn't music that I was listening to. It wasn't music that I saved. So therefore, I'm like, nah, this is getting all deleted and stuff. So I did that, went back to listening because I didn't think too much of it and stuff. And I was just like, why is it doing that? Then it did it again. Then it got to the point where they was all like, oh, you were signed out of Spotify, so you got signed back in. So I signed back in. They're all like, wrong password. Even though it's the password I use to when I very first created Spotify, or when I created Spotify, I created my Spotify account. But yeah, overall, that was frustrating. So I contacted Spotify, we solved it, then it happened to me again, and this time they was all like, oh, you're going to have to create a new account and all this other stuff. I'm like, why won't you guys just have it, alright, where it's a two-step verification thing, bro? Like, I'm not trying to be going back and forth with this. So that's why I'm like, now I'm just so cautious when I'm listening to music. Because, no, I remember, so with this last, the last phone I had was a Galaxy S8. Man, that phone, I was so happy when I got my iPhone. Like, I'm so happy that I have an iPhone now, because that Galaxy phone, it was having some serious issues. But I'll be walking, right? Tell me why the music would stop playing. The music would stop playing. I'll sit there and be walking, next thing you know, music stop. Press the side, because I have these Bluetooth Beats by Dre headphones. So if you do have those headphones, there's a button that you press on one of the like earmuff things. There's a button that you press on the side and it continues on the music, and then the music would stop. So then the frustrating thing about it, like, I'm just going on a full-on rant, because I don't know, it might have been a Spotify issue, because it didn't happen with any other issues. So I think they were just, Galaxy phones wasn't equipped to have Spotify and things, because I'm hoping that it never happens again, that I get hacked. But yeah, Spotify accounts be getting hacked. So highly recommend that Spotify, the people behind it, add like a two-step verify thing, so we can overall just listen to our music and don't. So if it does like get compromised, or like, oh, somebody tried to hack into your account, change your password, or like send me the code and things. But yeah, I'm like, that's just stupid, man. But anyways, yeah, that's most likely what you're gonna have to do. But then next one, how do I bring up my terrible body to girl I'm dating? So wait a minute, so they said, yeah, so I used to be real big, lost a lot of weight. I met this perfect chick on Bumble. We totally hit it off, FaceTime every night, talking all day for past week. Dear Lord, she's perfect. My body is just saggy, loose skin. I don't know how to explain it. It's not attractive. What do I do? Just wait until we do the deed and just let it go, or what? No, you see, I feel like that's something, like any insecurities or any problems that you're having with yourself, you show, like, because if y'all are talking, it seems like y'all are like close, like y'all are hitting it off. I feel like that's something you should overall tell her. If she can't accept that, then find you another girl to talk to. But nah, let me comment that. It's like, tell her now, and if she doesn't accept it, then that ain't the girl for you. Nah, because I'm like, that's something where I'm like, I feel like that's something that, you should, like, if it's something that I'm thinking about, then that's something I should bring up. Like, that's something I've just, like, and it won't even have to be, like, no conversation starter. I'll just be like, hey, so, a long time ago, I used to be really big, but I lost a lot of weight. And I would imagine, I don't know, she could see your face, so she might, I don't know, she might be a body type person. But anyways, I'd be like, yeah, I got, like, loose skin that I'm working on fixing and things, and yeah, so, but, I don't know, I wouldn't wait until then, because I feel like, she could at least, like, mentally prepare herself for whatever you tell her. So my advice to you guys out there, there's some, like, problems that you're overall, like, facing. I feel like you should tell the person that before y'all gonna start doing things and stuff. But anyways, fellow Redditors, let's read this one. I joined Reddit about 7 months ago just for the purpose of changing my height through law of attraction and subliminals, as I was very much insecure about my height because I got rejected by a crush because I am not that tall as compared to my fellow peers. Bro, that's the thing, girls that's like, oh, I like dudes. That, to me, that's a very unattractive thing. That's, at least for me, it's unattractive when a girl's like, oh, I like my guys over 6 feet tall. I'm like, Well, obviously I'm not Mr. Fantastic and can't make myself 6 feet tall. Now, can I? Like, that's why I'm like, nah, don't come at me like that. Like, that's why I'm like, if I was talking to a girl and she were to ask me, like, are you, like, over 6 feet tall? I'm like, why should it matter? I'm like, I'm not, like, one of them, like, dudes from the Wizard of Oz at the very beginning. I say I'm an average height. I can't help it. That's my thing, though. I'm like, there's people out there. Look at Kevin Hart. That dude's like, I'm taller than him, and that man got a wife, kids, he got a beautiful family. Look at Rey Mysterio, same thing with him, and he ain't that tall. So that's why I'm like, yo, short dudes, there is nothing wrong with short dudes. That's why I'm like, I don't like when girls are like that, when they're all like, they obviously there's something that you can't do. And then I was like, I remember that was one thing I remember joking around a lot with some coworkers at my job. Was like, I asked them that just to see what they would say and stuff, but they overall, I don't think they really cared about height and things. Like, you know, it's like if she's like punking you out in public because she's tall and stuff, then yeah, you need to end that relationship. And same with the other way around. If he's punking you out because you're short or tall, whichever, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, height things shouldn't really like mean anything. I don't know, like if that's your like preference, don't be like all open about it and stuff. Like me, I don't know, I don't think I would date a girl that's taller than me and stuff, but it's no like disrespect to her. I'm just like, I don't know, like my thing is like I would want to be able to like look her in her eye at least, but I'm not gonna like just be like push off all girls. I'm like, no, you too tall and stuff, I can't be with you. Like, I don't know, like with me, but it's not something where I'm like, it's something that I'm like asking for, like, I was like, if you under 6 feet tall, hit me up. Like, I just feel like that's just really messed up to people and things. Like, it can't help it and stuff. So yeah, I don't really care, but it's at the same time, like I am gonna be respectful about it and stuff. So I ain't gonna be disrespectful about it and things. I'll talk to a girl that's tall, but I don't know. There's tall girls out there. You don't see too many tall girls dating a short guy and stuff. Like, that's what I'm like, and they explained it best. What was that TV show, Saved by the Bell? They explained it best because what was the one girl on there? Her name, yeah, Jessie. She dated a dude like that's the same height, and I would imagine like a girl that's like really taller than me. I don't know, if she finds me attractive, I'll take that as a compliment. I'm like, maybe something can work out. I'm like, it's like you see people dating others that's like 10, 20 years older than them. I date a girl that's 2-3 feet taller than me. I'm like, I don't know, I don't want her to like pick me up, or if we getting into an argument, she ain't lifting me up by my shirt and she's gonna be like, I'm right, you're wrong. And then at that point I'm like, yeah, I don't even feel like myself anymore. Like, I'm like, she ain't lifted me up off the ground. Like, I wouldn't do that to her. Why are you doing that to me? Like, I'm like, yo, you need to put me down, cause I swear I'll kick you in your kneecap right now. Like, I might be short, but I do a barrel roll underneath. No, I'm joking. People are like, you abuse tall women. I'm like, no, but if I feel like I'm being threatened, like I would defend myself. But nah, like it shouldn't even be a problem though. Like, but it's just, to me, it's unattractive. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue on what this guy is talking about. So anyways, he said, I spent about 5 months taking advice and talking to many people with their experience on this community. Little did I know, joining this media was one of the best decisions of my life. As I talked to many people, they all seemed more than strangers. They all advised me with their precious knowledge about self-worth and loving oneself. They felt like friends and family. They felt like, but he said like, or life, and he didn't say like. But no, there's times where I've like seen like people's comments and stuff on Reddit. I remember I was talking about my fear with insects and things and video games, and I went to Reddit to talk about it and stuff, and yeah, there's like a lot of people that was like, they were giving me some advice, they were helping me out and things. And yeah, that's the thing y'all should know. Like, I'm deeply terrified of like insects and video games, cause no, they make it look so dramatic and so crazy. Like, there's the one game, Fallout 3. I still, till this day, cannot play that game. I seen they posted a photo of this dude, or it was like some like creature, like insect, but it was like he was so mutated. Like, everything in that game is so weird. But no, they had like freaking roaches the size of like miniature like weenie dogs and stuff. They had giant ants that was probably about the size of a smart car. what else did they have on there? Yeah, then they had like these giant flies that would fly around you, and that was like a pretty much a bald eagle flying around you. Like everything in that game was just weird, and that was like one game that terrified me. So years later, there's this video game called Anthem that came out. And I was like, the game looks fun. They give you these like Iron Man like suits. You be flying around, taking out like enemies and stuff. So I didn't really think too much of like the insects. But then I start seeing scorpions, like giant scorpions and giant spiders and things. I'm like, bro, why do they add this stuff in this game? But I need to find that video. I hope I still have that video. I was trying to find it. I thought I uploaded the video, but I guess I didn't. I don't know. I hope I didn't delete it. But no, I sat there, there's a level where I was like, and they have it where you can play with other people, but for some odd reason I couldn't with that level. I probably felt like I had been less scared. But anyways, so yeah, they had it where there's like, I was by myself, there was nobody else helping me, and I had like this fancy Iron Man suit. All of a sudden, these spiders just start coming from all over the place. I'm jumping around, shooting them, doing everything, even though I'm sweating up a storm, losing my mind on the video. I need to find that video, because, yeah, that was, I felt fear that day when I was playing that game, but I managed to get through the level and stuff. So, but yeah, when I seen like them giant scorpions, I was like, I kind of like conquered my fear, because I'm like, I don't do scorpions either. I'm like, I don't know what they would be considered. I think they would be considered insect. I don't know, but anyways, I'm like, yeah, I don't fool around with that type of stuff. But no, there are people on Reddit. There are some people that was all like, oh, there's this one game called Earth Defense, and that's nothing but giant insects. I'm like, yeah, thank you for giving me or telling me about a game I know I'm never going to play. I already knew about that game probably before they told me about that. But yeah, I was like, some people on Reddit are like not chill, but then there's some that's like, they understand like where you coming from and stuff. So yeah, I'm like, I think next time I deal with some stuff, that's why maybe like a few weeks ago, I was honestly thinking about it and stuff, going on in Reddit and talking about my problems a few weeks ago. But no, there was friends that helped me out, so I was like, y'all chill. But anyways, then they said 7 months later, looking at the ceiling while I laid down, I realized that I didn't need to change my height, but change my perspective about life. Facts. No, it's straight up facts. And to know that there are other meaningful things in life that matters more than some genetically backdrawn physical aspect of oneself. I'm finally grateful to all the people who shared their experiences and advice with me, and I really proud of this community and media as whole. Keep loving yourself and take care. Edit English is not my first language. Sorry for that. Okay, yeah. I was like, as long as that's been discussed. But anyways, this next one looks crazy, but no, like, yeah, that's my advice to people. Don't change who you are, because even with the one guy with the, you had like the excess fat and stuff hanging on you. Like, if you like that look, then go for it. It's your body. But if you don't like it, then change it. That's something like, if you don't like something, I feel like that should be something that you should discuss with yourself. Like, you're motivated to change who you are. You're not doing it because of somebody else. And I learned that at a young age. Like, I remember I was in high school, and I was really into this one girl, but then she threw it in my face that I was black, and I'm like, okay, well, that's something that I'm not going to change. Like, I like the skin that I'm in, like, but I'm like, no, that's like, I'm never going to be with a girl that's gonna not accept me for like certain body features and all that stuff. Like, there's something where I'm like, if I'm cool with what I got going on, if I'm not cool with what I got going on, it's something that I feel like I should decide to like talk about and things. But that's why I'm like, nah, people shouldn't be judging you about your body unless it's like friends joking around and things, and it's like, it's friends joking around. But if somebody's being dead serious about it and stuff, like girls all like, oh yeah, I'm not going to talk to you because you're not over 6 feet tall. And I'm like, well, that's just very unattractive from you and stuff. So I guess I guess I'll see you later, you Oompa Loompa, and call her. Yeah, I'd like I don't know. That's why I'm all like, I start roasting people if they're going to just like say some things about me I ain't got no control over and stuff. So yeah, that's what you do. Just learn how to roast people, and just when they talk about your height and stuff, just be all like, well, you got a foot longer than the other one, and you have no chin. Like, it's just pure neck. It's just neck and face. I don't even know how something like that is possible. How do you not have a chin? Everybody, I was like, you start saying some stuff that's gonna be hurtful. Whatever hurts you, say some things that's gonna hurt them back. I'm all like, your eyebrows look like they're upside down. What kind of eyebrows do you got? That's not normal. I'm like, what's wrong with him? Like, you do, like, why does your cheeks look like that? Like, are you a squirrel or something? Like, you start saying some things that's gonna, like, no, if a person, like, hurts your feelings about, like, your body appearance, hurt their feelings back. Them, like, just get onto a full-on roast battle with them. That's, I'm like, I feel like that's the best way, because then it's all like, what, you know, they said to you is gonna hurt less. So, I encourage people to do that. I know people are all like, bro, that's not the way to, like, go and bully somebody. No, you're not bullying the person. You're defending yourself. You're standing up for yourself. That's what it is. I'm like, I wouldn't consider it bullying. People talk, hey, girls, boys, I don't care who it is. I'm like, it'd be my own family. My own family say something about me. Best believe I'm going to say something back. I remember my sister did some stuff like that. She said, it's like, don't you have to be funny to be a comedian? And I think I said something about, like, her, like, being a, like, I was like, don't you have to, like, look a certain way to be like a model? Because I remember she was really into modeling and stuff. And I think after I said what I said, I think she stopped with the whole modeling stuff. Because I'm like, no, don't say things that's going to hurt me and then think I'm not going to say anything that's going to hurt you back. Like, no, I don't care who you are. I'm like, it'd be anybody. I'm like, nah, it's like, I'm going to say some stuff. So just be prepared. I'm saying, just be prepared. So anyways, next one. This one looks crazy. It's more so like a relationship advice one. But anyways, my BF stole my debit card of $400 after a fight. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That's just more so on it. It's like I can't even, like, you can't even be mad at the girl and stuff because, you know, it's like she wasn't really expecting that and things. So yeah, it's like it's kind of messed up. But it's just like it's messed up on the guy because it's like you don't have respect for other people. It's like you guys steal their money and things and steal what they've worked hard on. So yeah, that's not cool. But anyways. So they say, we've been dating for a year. A little over a week ago, we had a very petty fight at my house. And before he left, he took a picture of my card. Over the past week, he spent over $400 on PlayStation Network. I noticed today when checking my account, he didn't tell me anything about this while continuing to come over since and act better than normal. I've never let him use my card before ever. Then $400 he stole is most of what I have in my account. He told me he loves me in person a few days ago, and there is another $100 pending as of today to his PS4. He has been even more sweet than normal this past week, and now I know why. I thought we had a real relationship. I don't know why he decided to betray me like this. He has never done anything like this to me before. Anyways, he is coming over tomorrow and he doesn't know that I know, so I am planning on confronting him as evidence to press charges. Ooh. And I haven't already contacted my bank. My question is it worth confronting him and going to the police, or should I just ghost him like the POS thief he is? I can't even focus on losing the love of my life because I'm so mad right now. So yeah, that's not cool. I definitely would confront him about it. Like, you know, if this is like the love of your life, then he needs to pay you back. He needs to pay you back. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. It's like I don't care how mad I am at a girl. I'm like, I got my own money, so I don't need to steal from anybody. That's just like to like my future like girlfriend, wife, whoever. You know, you like in the relationship that we plan on getting into and stuff, you don't ever have to worry about me stealing any money from you. Never. It's like that's the thing where I'm like, I don't even feel comfortable asking people. Like, see, here's the thing. When I started making my own money like 5 years ago, like from YouTube, and then when I had got this job in downtown Seattle, I can't even remember the last time I had asked somebody for money. Like, in a jokingly way, I would ask them for money and stuff. I'll ask for, like, an unreasonable amount. I'm like, hey, can I just got, like, $10 million real quick? Like, I'll say some, like, oh, dumb stuff like that. But to flat out be like, hey, even in this situation, I'm like, no, if anybody were to contact me and stuff and be like, if I were to contact them and then be like, hey, no, that's not me. That's not who I am. I got money saved over. I'm Gucci. I ain't got to worry about asking anybody for money. So if times do get rough, I'm like, I'm good. I'm straight. So I ain't got to worry about nothing. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know. For me, I'm like, it's more so the other way around for me. I'm more so is like, I'd be trying to like check on people. It's like, especially like close friends, if I know they're dealing with some stuff and things, I like, hey, I can't like offer out a lot, but I can like offer out like something, you know, in case like, you know, you're going to be spending some money like next few years, like here's something, you know, get you some food in your stomach. I just did that with a friend the other day. She was like, her ex had, I think I talked about it, her ex had like did her dirty and stuff, and she needed to pay this money, and I'm like, yo, like, I don't have like a whole lot to offer out, because like, you know, I've been furloughed, so I ain't gonna be making a whole lot of money next few weeks. But I'm like, I can, like, you know, like, help you out somewhat. So I'm like, you know, whatever. She was like, she know she denied the help, but I'm like, all right, I'm still here. I'm like, you know, just gonna still be helping people out and things. But yeah, I feel like now a lot of people are gonna contact me and be like, hey, can I borrow like $10? I'm like, nope. I'm like, it's more so it's something. I'm like, that's some like people I ain't trust or close with. I'm like, nah, I don't know about you. I'm like, you seem different. I'm like, I'm not getting that feeling with you how I am with other people when I offer to help them out. So I'm sorry, but nah. I'm like, you know what? Nah. I'm like, I'm paying bills this week. So, but anyways, yeah, that's pretty messed up. I'm gonna leave a comment on this one. I would, it's like, confront him about it and tell him he needs to pay you back, and if he doesn't, then take him to court. If the relationship ends, I am sorry, but it was probably best if he's gonna do stuff like that to you. That's not right, to take money from a person without them knowing that they claim they love. There's people that I don't love in that way, but I know I won't take any money from them without them knowing. I won't even take any money from them, period. So, but yeah, that ain't cool. So, it's like, I wish the best for you. Comment. Yeah, that ain't cool at all. So, oh, this one looks even more crazier. My best friend is married to a serial assaulter. Dang. That is crazy. Like, what do you even do? Like, that's what I'm like. I brought that up to friends of mine. I remember I brought it up to a coworker. And it was like, what was that girl's name? She's like, she cut off her husband's privates for cheating on her. And I told him, I was just all like, what would you do if I think her name is like Lorena, like Bobbitt or something. Like, I can't remember. But anyways, I told him about her, and before I asked him, because I always like seeing like people's like reactions or telling them like, what would you do? And I'm like, I was just like, if you was like dating her, like, would you be scared or cautious, or like, what would you do if you found out that somebody that you know was dating her? Because like, that would be something where I'd be so scared of. Like, if my friend was just like, oh yeah, meet my like my new wife or my girlfriend and stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute. It's like, I've seen her on, like, I've seen you somewhere. She's like trying to like, oh, I don't think you've seen me anywhere. No, I'm pretty closed off to the, like, you know, public. I don't know anybody. Then I'm like, then they all like, oh yeah, Lorena Bobbitt's doing court this Thursday and stuff. And I'm like, hey, let's all of us hang out Thursday. And she's talking about, no, I can't visit family. I'm like, I know you. I'm like, you cut off your boyfriend's privates. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly who you are. So, but yeah, I'm like, that's crazy. A serial assaulter. Like, yeah, let's read into this. So they said, I just found out that one of my best friends, we'll call her Pam, her husband, we'll call him Charlie, has a pattern of inappropriate touching women. Oh, wow. I don't know why I thought this man was just like going around just fighting people. But no, I'm like, yeah, that's serial assaulter. No, that man's just a sexual harasser. Oh, yeah, that's yeah, professional sexual harasser. I don't know. That I feel like that's something, but it might have been something I just created. But anyways, I'm struggling with how to go about my friendship with her upon learning all this information. I've actually known Charlie longer than Pam. Charlie went to high school with my younger brothers, and he became a family friend. 2 years ago, I was looking for a roommate at the same time as Pam and Charlie, and we ended up deciding to move in together. During the past 2 years, Pam and I have gotten extremely close, and she and Charlie got married. Due to the circumstances in the world, I recently decided to live with family as opposed to renewing another lease with them. There was definitely odd behavior from Charlie that I picked up on while we lived together, and it kind of makes me sick that I would try and make excuses for it. Being in our 20s and dumb, we would have friends over for drinks pretty often, and Charlie would get a little out of control with the lovey-dovey stuff, just hugging, sitting way too close. I never once saw him touch anyone sexually. I don't know, like, drunk people, that's what they do, though. Like, they hug and they get close to people. I mean, I don't know, the time I was drunk, I didn't really do that and stuff, but yeah, I'm like, I don't know, some drunk people out there are kind of like that. I don't know, I wouldn't think too much of just, like, hugging and, like, sitting close to people and things. People do that when they're sober. So, anyways, then she said I was also aware from talking to Pam that he would actively use Tinder supposedly with her best thing to find suitable girl to have a threesome with. Wow. That's wow. I don't even know. Like, that's something I'm like, I don't agree with that. I know, like, guys would be like, well, if it was two girls. I'm like, still, though, it's just kind of weird because, like, what if this girl... See, that's the thing. I'm like, despite how cool it would sound, but that's why I'm like, I don't want any crazy stuff to happen. Because I'm not trying to say, like, I'm the most dreamiest and attractive guy in the world. But I'm saying, what if this girl's like, she starts developing feelings for me, then she's trying to start something with me while I already have something started. And then my girl, like, you know, she gets, like, all jelly. Like, it'd just be too much drama. It'd just be too much drama with me. As cool as it would sound, I'm like, I don't know. That's something where I'm like, I know no relation. Like, it'd be like, I would have to be single and then so on. But, yeah, I'm like, that's, yeah, I don't know, like, that's crazy. That's something I'm like, okay, and then the eyebrow would have got raised. The one eyebrow definitely would have got raised if my friend would have told me some stuff like that. Then she says, however, Pam would occasionally be approached by girls who knew the two of them, that knew were married, that Charlie had tried to hook up with her on Tinder, and be upset. Additionally, I knew Charlie sent pictures of his junk around to various friends and a few of Pam's family members. Of course, without them asking, wow, that's crazy. Friends, I'm like, that's one thing, but her family? Yo, that dude's crazy. That dude's man, that dude's full out, like, he's just crazy. All inappropriate behaviors, but I never heard anyone complain that Charlie had offended them while we lived together anyways. They even, like, I don't know, like, that's why I'm like, okay, is this happening while he's drinking? Because then he shouldn't be drinking. Like, I feel like that should be something that should just be, like, declared. Like, this man shouldn't be drinking because he does some crazy stuff when he's drunk. So that's why I'm like, nah, we need to take the bottle away and then see how he acts. If he's still acting the same way, yeah, this man's crazy. And I feel like that your friend, she might need to, I don't know, take him to some counseling or, yeah, something. If she really, like, cares for him and loves him, or she needs, the relationship needs to end, the marriage needs to end, because I'm like, that dude, he needs to battle some demons before he gets into a relationship. So she says, but I never heard anyone when you live together anyways. In just the last few weeks I've moved out. However, I've been informed by 3 different people that Charlie straight up sexually assaulted them. They were apparently uncomfortable telling me while I was living there. One of the victims, Charlie's own second cousin, by the way, wow, was only 15 years old, while we was either 20 or 21 at the time of her assault. My brother's girlfriend and another of my closest friends are his other 2 victims, and unfortunately their incidents with Charlie occurred in my own home while they were visiting me. I don't know exactly what he did to them that they consider to be sexually assaulted, by the way. I didn't ask, nor do I really think that it matters beyond they did not ask for it. Yeah, and I'm like, nah, this man got some serious issues. He got some serious issues. So then she says, I've been struggling with how to go about my friendship with Pam knowing this new information. Well, Pam ain't did nothing wrong. I mean, if she knows that he's doing this stuff, then yeah, then I'm like, I will probably just drop the both of them and be like, yeah, I don't want to be cool with y'all no more. But if Pam don't know, then yeah, I'm like, Pam, your husband's living reckless. And I mean, not reckless, I mean reckless. This man is crazy, okay? He is a nut. Like, something is not right with him. And I'm like, you need to check him about that, because he out here sexually assaulting people, sending his junk to people and all that. That ain't cool. And it's like, they didn't even ask for that type of stuff. So I'm like, yeah, you need to check him about that. So I want to tell her exactly how her husband acts when she isn't looking. Also, I think she deserves to know, but unfortunately, Charlie's victims have asked me not to tell anyone about what happened. I'm completely disgusted at the idea of being around Charlie at all now. However, I don't really know how to see Pam without seeing Charlie. They're a kind of couple that basically does every single thing together. I just can't spend time with someone that honestly consider a pedophile now. Our inner circles are so wound anymore that I don't know of a way to tell Pam without revealing the identities of his victims, and their discretion is my top priority these days. So what do? Do I say goodbye to my friendship with Pam? Is there a way that I could warn her of Charlie's activities without breaching? No, you gotta tell Pam what's going on. I know you want to protect the other people, and before telling Pam, you should try and convince the 3 victims that they need to tell, because waiting is just going to make it worse. No, the reason why I say that is because look at the situation with like R. Kelly, Bill Cosby and stuff. Those guys, like, my thing is, it's like when that stuff happens, you need to tell somebody. I don't know why everybody is so afraid to tell people and thinking they scared of what's going to happen. I'm like, look, whatever happens afterwards, it happens. But at least you told. If those people don't believe you, if they don't trust you, drop them. Never talk to them again. And if anybody asks you about this person, make sure you tell them. He is a pedophile. He sexually assaults people. That's what I would tell everybody. If I was a girl and somebody were to do that to me and stuff. So that's why I'm like, no, I'm like, that's not cool where people be holding on to that stuff forever and just be letting it. Don't tell them not to let that stuff eat them up inside. Waiting, like I said, it is going to be worse and much more harder for them. I'm like, yeah, it's just, I don't understand why people be wanting to hide that stuff. I'm like, nah, I was like, because even with the Bill Cosby situation, I remember when that stuff all started. Let me hurry up and comment this before I forget. But I remember when that Bill Cosby stuff started, and there's like girls all like, oh yeah, back in like the 70s and 80s, he sexually assaulted me. And I'm like, why did they wait so long? And it was a part of me that was kind of doubting them, because I'm like, why are you waiting so long to come out and talk about this? It ain't like this man is at the prime of his career and things. Like, this man's like 80-something years old doing like local shows. He ain't got no Cosby show out right now. He might have had something in the works that would have like put him back on the spot or something. I don't know, but anyways, I'm like, why did you wait so long? My thing is, I don't know, me, I'm one of those people where I'm like, yo, if somebody does something, I'm going to tell, or I'm going to get revenge. But I am not going to let something like that eat me up inside. Like, there's times where there's outside of like situations like this, but there's like other situations in my life that I've kept bottled up and things, and it hurts to keep that stuff bottled up. Like, you like feel sad about it, you feel depressed about it. So that's why I'm like, no, they need to come out and they need to talk about it. Like, I was like, that's my advice to everybody. Somebody that did something to you like that bad there and sexually assaulted you, whether you were at a young age or an old age, it doesn't even matter what age you were. If they sexually assaulted you, you need to tell somebody. Don't wait. Don't keep that stuff inside of you forever and things. No, tell somebody. As hard as it might seem, as hard as it might sound, and I know it was hard for me to talk about my situation and my problems to people because I thought they were going to judge me, but no, people are going to help. People are going to be there for you. That's what I'm like, I might need to make that into, it's like a YouTube video or something. Like, don't be afraid to tell people things. Do not be afraid to tell people things. I think I was just talking about that. It's okay to talk about, it's okay to talk to people. Yeah, I just did an episode about that. And I'm like, yeah, it's like, it's okay to talk about, or talk to people about your situations. It's all right. Nobody's not gonna, if somebody judges you, let's say if it's like a situation like this, somebody judges you, right? You tell them like, hey, somebody sexually assaulted me, and they're all like, why did you come out and tell me something like that? That's why I'm like, I can't even like think of a person that would say some stuff like that. And if they do, I'm like, is that really your friend? Is that really your family? Is that somebody that you can really trust? No, they're not. That's what I'm like, no, if a person, if they came out and said some stuff like that, and it actually happened, like, you ain't lying, like, somebody really did sexually, yeah, if you're lying about the situation, then of course they ain't gonna believe you. But if, if without evidence and well, I mean, no, like, because with stuff like that, if you just come out and just tell somebody that name and did nothing to you, that's why I was like more so thinking with the Bill Cosby situation. I'm like, did he really do something to these girls? Because I was like, I don't know. When I started hearing about it and stuff, I was all like, yo, this like just happened. I'm like, this man's 8 years old. Like, kick his cane out from underneath him and stuff. Like, not even cracking jokes. Like, no. And I'm like, these girls, look, dude sexually assaults you, you need to punch him in his face. And if you guys are fighting out there, fight. I'm saying, like, y'all need to join some like classes, some fighting classes. Watch you some Bruce Lee movies. Like, I'm being dead serious. Like, no, I don't want girls to go out there and then they feel uncomfortable, or they're all like worried about, like, no, if a guy, like, welcome that guy to sexually assault you so you could just kick his head in. I'm encouraging women to do that. Do it. I'm like, yeah, they all like, women are like, oh, I'm scared, I don't want to talk about it. Like, no, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Men, women, don't be scared. Tell your stories. Everybody else can do it, you can do it too. So, next one, this one's like, I'm facing a horrible and wait, what is this word? The thing is long, but agonizing. I just had to, I was like, I don't know why that was like hard for me to read at first, but I'm like, so I'm facing a horrible and agonizing situation on how my sister treats my nephews, her sons, 14 and 11. Yeah, that's what I'm like, I don't know, because this one seems like it's a long one to read. I don't really feel like reading it. I did kind of click on it already. I don't know. I mean, if there's some situation like that where, you know, your sibling is treating their kid like, because I don't know, I ain't got no nephews or nieces or anything, so I ain't got to like really worry about that stuff. But the day it comes, I'm like, and if I see that my sister's like disrespecting them in a way they shouldn't even be disrespecting them, like, you shouldn't overall disrespect your children and stuff. But I think I would have to, like, probably say something, step up and say something like, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, I know they're not my kids and stuff, and I know you're the parent here and things, but I'm saying, like, how would you like if somebody were to do that to you? So that's what I'm like, I feel like that, and if that's a question that they can't answer, then they know that you're right. If they can't answer that question and things, despite whatever that kid's doing, I don't care what the kid is doing, then I'm like, you shouldn't be, like, disrespecting them in a way where it's like, that stuff is going to, like, permanently damage them. So yeah, check her on that and stuff. But anyways, my friends in their effed up minds, 18 plus topic, advice received. Oh, so they received the advice. So they're like, what? I don't even know. I don't even want to read that because it's, this one looks, my grandma keeps freezing our food. What? That's some like petty stuff. That sounds like some. If it ain't supposed to be frozen, like I'm saying, like if I put like a bowl of cereal and I'm all like, but no, see that's the thing. I don't know. Like if I'm like, oh, let me go to the bathroom real quick, and I come back and I'm like, where'd my bowl of cereal go? I put a bowl out here. Then I'm all like, I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, forget it. Don't even think about it. And then it's like, of course you ain't gonna check the freezer for your bowl of cereal. You gonna like later on that night, you're like, oh, I'm gonna make me some frozen food and stuff. Go put me some food in the oven and things. Go in the freezer and then you see that bowl of cereal from earlier, and I'm like, what? This is a bowl I have from. Then grandma's all like, don't let no food sound. I'm like, what? I just wait a minute. What? Like, let's read this. I gotta explain to her that I don't want to eat frozen food. We cook, she freezes anything. If we buy a huge tub of butter, she scoops a fair amount into a container for the fridge and freezes the rest. That's understandable, I guess. we cook fresh rice and beans. Next day, naturally, I reach into the leftovers in the fridge. They're not there. Guess where they are? The freezer. It's literally fresh fruit. I'm not a effing astronaut. If I wanted to eat frozen food, I'd heat up the entire frozen aisle in my microwave. The amount it took me to thaw out the rice and make it edible again, I could have cooked fresh rice in the stove. I don't know if she thinks times are tough and she's trying to think ahead, but this is what canned and dried goods are for. It's also disgusting to look at. Beans are an eyesore. Let alone trying to defrost like a chicken cutlet. Maybe this is just a rant. I understand she's trying to help, but we just explained over and over again to not do it, and she still does. I don't even want to cook anymore. Yeah, yeah. What does like frozen beans look like though? I'm gonna Google it. Frozen beans. They don't look. I don't know. It's like they're showing like other stuff like green beans. I don't know. Like you're gonna have to post a picture, bro, because I'm like I need to see this. But yeah, I'm like I don't know, like. Because I'm like, how old is she? That's the question. She might be suffering from some stuff, and so she don't really know. And you done told her, but she might forgot. So it's like people forgetting things, and it's like I feel like the older you are, it's like the more you're gonna most likely forget stuff. So I don't know. But it's probably best like maybe I don't even know like what can you do in a situation like that like. That's what I'm like, Grandma, stop freezing the food. Like, we don't need food to be frozen. Like, but you don't want to, like, snap at her and things and go off. Because it's like, grandmothers, I don't have a grandmother, but I know I wouldn't snap and go off on her and things. I just, more so, I try to, like, hurry. I'll make, like, small portions. Foods that I can eat all within that night and stuff. I know that would be hard, too. Like, what can you do? Like, get a second refrigerator and just put all the food in there. Then just like, this refrigerator is for Grandma. She can freeze all the food she wants. And then this refrigerator is for us. Why she go to that refrigerator and she start freezing the food in there, too? I'm like, nah, Grandma, you got to chill on this freezing stuff. Like, it don't make any sense. Why are you freezing everything? But anyways, how to cope with the grief of losing a business. A lot of people are losing businesses. And yeah, there's like, looking at this because this COVID-19, this coronavirus stuff. Yeah, it's messed up. I guess, like, find a job and then, when this is, like, stuff is all done and over with, find a job and then just, get right back into it, like, start your business up all over again. But, yeah, it's pretty messed up, man, this coronavirus stuff. Man, wish it just end already. But anyways, that was it for today's episode. I'm now going to record some other videos and other stuff, but anyways, I thank y'all for listening. Thank you guys for watching. If you are viewing this on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, have it set up. And when the time comes when we're able to purchase tickets and go to shows and all that other stuff again, make sure you guys use my promo code TMossBoss and it will knock $20 off your first purchase. And that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching and or listening, and peace.